On this video training, we're gonna see how to use the script for mortgage protection or life insurance. So we're gonna there's a few parts to making appointments, but the first part is knowing how to use the script. Please make sure before you watch this video, get a paper pad, a piece of paper, and a pen, because you will need to take notes so that you know how to best use the script. So make sure you're ready to take notes. I'm going to give you about 10 seconds. Go get you a piece of paper and a pen. Now that we got that done, let's go ahead and get started. The objectives, very simple. Again, you should have by now a notepad and a piece of paper to take notes. Notes will help you nail down more appointments. They'll make you better if you always look back or refer back to your notes. One of our main objectives obviously will be to deliver a clear and specific message. If you deliver a clear and specific message, your appointment will be a solid appointment, which will be a better situation for your hourly pay. When we say make it your own, we're just gonna give you a getting started script. You're gonna learn that script, and then you're gonna make it your own. You're gonna put it in your own words, but you're gonna relate the exact same message. The script that you will see is just a starting point. You have to expand on it and relate the message. And again, we hear it all the time. You gotta smile and dial. Basically, the customers, and probably you can tell the attitude of the person on the other side of the phone by the way they talk, by the way the voice sounds. So you have to smile and dial, sit up straight, and make sure that you're get started to make some good calls. Again, on the other video, we already mentioned the ABC method. Always be closing. Breaking the ice, and we call this breaking the ice. How we're going to get through the customer once they pick up that phone. First step, make sure that the customer clearly understands who you are and why you're calling. Again, make sure that the customer clearly understands who you are and why you are calling. Speak clearly and slow down. Speak clearly and slow down. Handle at least 5 objections during the call. Identify yourself within the first 20 seconds of the conversation. 20 seconds, it's a very long time, and you have about that long to identify yourself, and a lot of times that will dictate the success or failure of the appointment. Give them the information to catch their attention. For example, I'm just going to go through the first 20 seconds, and I'm going to go, "Hello, is this John? Hello, John, this is Mo with the Ensurity group, and I have a letter in front of me that you sent back to us about your mortgage protection with Bank of America for $100,000. Is your date of birth 10/18 of 1969? Catch their attention. It doesn't take that long, but give them information that the customer knows that nobody else would have, and you have that information in front of you. Use their height, weight, maybe their spouse's name, the loan amount, the bank that approved their mortgage. There's so many things. Their second phone number, their work phone number. Refer back to the signature. Refer back to the notes on the lead. Something, but make sure that you identify yourself within the first 20 seconds of your conversation. Again, keep in mind, some customers will, some won't. So what? Next. So you just got to keep on dialing, because this is what we're going up against. Some customers will talk to you, some won't talk to you. So what? And we move to the next lead, to the next appointment. Okay, this is very important piece, because as you're working with the script, the customer wants to know who will be out there to see them. And make sure that you take note of the following words, because they're going to be key to your success. Use, "Mr. Customer, A licensed field underwriter will come and see you. A licensed insurance agent will come and see you. An insurance specialist will come and see you. A licensed mortgage insurance agent will come and see you. The specialist will come and see you. The expert will come and see you. Now you get the idea. Do not ever use one of our guys, one of our people, one of our, that sounds tacky, that sounds unprofessional. Use a professional language and the customer will respect you for that. Check your PMA before you start dialing. What's PMA? PMA is your positive mental attitude. Make sure you check it before you get on that phone and you will have success. Make sure that you remind yourself that you're going to start making calls, that you got to be in a positive attitude, and that you're going to nail your 10 to 12 appointments today, because that is your goal, 10 to 12 a day. That should be your goal if you have the right leads. Make sure your attitude is correct. Make sure that you're coming in the office. If you got anything else going on outside, make sure that you focus on what you're doing. That will make your day a lot better, because that will make your pay a lot better. So again, check your PMA, positive mental attitude. This will get you more appointments, which equal more money to you. You got to be ready to handle a lot of no's, a lot of rejection. Know that the next call can be the one that you're looking for. So go through the no's and go through the rejections and look for that gold nugget in that pile of leads. Make sure you have a set goal for the day. If your goal is to make 5 to 7 to 10 appointments per day, make sure you have that goal on the top of your mind, because at the end of the week, it will make a big difference on your pay. Make sure you're making your calls with a positive attitude. Again, customers can notice that on the other side. Remember that they are buying you. They are buying your voice. They are buying what you're telling them. They don't know the company. They don't know the product. They don't know the agent. They are buying you. You are the most important piece at this point. So make sure that your voice, your attitude, everything is online so that you can nail down that appointment. If they like your voice, if you sound professional, if you sound smart on the phone, they will pay attention and you will have more appointments. And if you don't know the product, all you got to do is read a little bit, go over the video that training videos that we're going to create, and you will be sounding smart and professional. We're going to look at the actual script. And as you can see, we have several scripts. We got probably 100 different scripts, but they all relate the same message. The goal for each script is still the same. Get the appointment. Get the agent to sit on the kitchen table. That is your main goal. And let's take it from the top, because the script is not long. Then after this one, the next video again will be handling rejections and objections and working your rebuttals. So let's take it from the top. By now you should have seen a lead. All the leads are going to be looking on the same general format. As you can see, they're going to have a lot of good information. They're going to have key information. The loan amount, and a lot of times when they close the loan, they're going to be with the bank star, Bank of America, Chase. It's going to have their customer's name, address. It's going to make sure you take time to read the offer on the letter, because this is how it's going to help you set your appointment. On the bottom of the lead, you're going to see the borrower's or the customer's date of birth, height, weight, spouses, same information. Again, This one says they sign their name, best time to call me after 5, and they put their cell phone number. In this one, whenever you have a note that says call after 5, do not, I'm going to say, do not pay attention to that. The best time to call is right now. Whatever your time that you're in right now, morning, midday, afternoon, the best time to call is now. Never go by this structure right here, because then the customer will have sold you onto when he might not be picking up the call. So a lot of the leads, as you can see, they're going to be looking on the same different format. Again, we offer death, disability, critical illness benefits. So make sure that you're working with these key benefits. I don't like to call death just plain death. I like to call it untimely death. It sounds better. It's always untimely, and it's just not out there. You just don't put it out there plain out like death. So Mr. Customer, remember the letter that we sent you, that we're offering protection on your mortgage if something happens to you in the event of untimely death, disability, critical illness, unemployment, confinement. Know your product, know your lead, and you will trigger, you will juggle the mind of the customer, you will make them think, you will create emotion, and the customer acts. We all act on emotion. We buy based on emotion. So they'll buy your appointment, they'll set the appointment based on emotion if you can trigger the right feeling. Mr. Customer, it's about the letter that would take care of your mortgage for $217,000 that you got with MetLife, and that will protect it or pay your beneficiary on the event of untimely death, disability, critical illness, unemployment, confinement. Let us come out there and help you with that process. Let us help you and see if we can meet your needs and fit your budget. Good. Script. Again, there's several scripts, but most of them are going to relate the same information. Let me pull one up here, right here, really quick. Again, you should be using one that's familiar to something like this. So make sure you take notes. Again, you're just trying to set the appointment right now and work learning your script. So we're going to take it from the top. Customer's name is John. I'm going to use John as the customer, and I'm just going to create a bank and a loan amount. So here we go. Hello, John. Is this John? Hey, hello. This is Mo with the Ensurity Group. You can say, you don't say you're a district manager. This was intended for agents whenever the agents were calling. So, but you're going to be using, hey, this is Mo with the Ensurity Group, or the Mortgage Protection Group. The Mortgage Protection Group. And we're doing a follow-up service call regarding the letter that you filled out and returned to us that we mailed you about your mortgage protection on your home loan. Do you remember that? If yes, say, well, great. I'm glad that that you received the letter and that we were able to take care of you. Good. I just wanted to make sure that this was taken care of, and that one of our agents, again, we said we're not going to use our people. We're going to use one of our licensed agents. This is an old script. One of our licensed agents came out there and was able to take care of your mortgage. Did this happen? And this is where you're going to start nailing if they have taken the mortgage protection out, this is where you're going to go in with the let's see, a lot of things have changed. And again, that's going to be one of your rebuttals, but we're going to see those in a little bit on the next video. But this is where you would go into setting the appointment by saving them some money on what they are on what they already have. If the answer is no, I don't remember, no, I haven't talked to anybody, well, that's great. That's a good thing that we called in. We're going to be in your area tomorrow and the next day. And we want to go ahead and set up a 15 to 20 minute briefing to go over the benefits and see if it's something that can help your family meet their needs and fit their budget. And then you take it from there. Once you are able to set the appointment, you got to explain to the customer what's going to happen. This will nail down the appointment. You know, when you say, hey John, well, thank you for setting the appointment. We're gonna set it for tomorrow, 3:30 p.m. Is that correct? Yes, great. Well, here's what's gonna happen in your meeting, John. And again, I'm using John because people love to hear their name. John, what's gonna happen? We're gonna have the licensed field underwriter out there. We're gonna invest about 15 to 20 minutes of your time to go over the program, and then together you guys are going to design a policy that meets your needs and best fits your situation. We're going to fill out a simple request for coverage just to see if we can get you approved. The last thing, you know, so that the agent is fully prepared when he comes to see you. In the past couple of years, 2 years, have you had any heart surgeries, any major surgeries, or are you taking any major prescription medication, or have you had any history of cancer, stroke, or heart attack? You know, it's a good time to get that information, to remind them of what can happen. And we're not really asking the questions to get a lot of information. We're just asking the questions to plant the seed of what could happen in the future for the customer, so that they are more willing and able to set the appointment. Again, I'm going to take it from the top, and make sure you take notes and modify your script. You should have a script in front of you. If not, ask your administrator or your manager out there to give you a script. And then you can take notes, you can put it on your own words, you can work with it. Again, I'm going to take it from the top. Hello, John. Is this John? Hi, this is Mo with the Ensurity Group. Yes, this is Mo with the Ensurity Group, and I was calling you in regards to a letter that you mailed back to us, that we mailed you about your mortgage protection that would take care of your mortgage in the event of untimely death, disability, critical illness, or unemployment. Remember that. That was when you got your mortgage with Bank of America for $150,000. Do you remember that? Well, great. Well, that's great that you're taking care of it. That's great that you seen another agent. That's great that you were not interested. That's great that whatever the response is, it's always great. It's always great. Keep that in mind. Key questions. Again, I'm going to take it from the top. Make sure you take note of this. Hi, this is... I'm sorry. Hello, John. John, how you doing? This is Mo with the Ensurity Group. And I'm doing a follow-up service call about the letter that you mailed back to us about your mortgage protection that would take care of your mortgage in the event of untimely death, disability, critical illness, or unemployment. Do you remember that? Great. Whatever the answer is, great. Well, the purpose for our call, John, is it was to make sure that one of our agents came out there and gave you some quotes, went over the product, and was able to help you. Did this happen? Did somebody come out there? Did a licensed agent come out there, sat down with you and your spouse, go over the program, and explain the options that are available to you? Did this happen? Again, we're going to go one more time. Now this time we're going to do the whole thing. I'm just going to run through it. Anyways, we're going to take it from the top. Hello, John. Is this John? Hey, John, this is Mo with the Ensurity Group, or with the Mortgage Protection Group, and I'm doing a follow-up service call regarding a letter that you filled out, that you mailed back to us about your mortgage protection with Bank of America for $100,000 that will take care of your mortgage in the event of untimely death, disability, critical illness, or unemployment. Remember that? Great. Okay, great. I'm glad you remember. The purpose for my call is to make sure that one of our licensed agents came out there, sat down with you and your spouse, and went over the options that are available for you. Did this happen? Well, great. I'm glad that they went out there and they were able to take care of you. Okay, so you got your mortgage protection in place. Great. Great. Well, John, here's what we're doing. We're going to be out there tomorrow and the next day with some of our agents. There's some prices that changed in the industry, and we're trying to see if we can get you a better pricing, save you some money. Or if you didn't get it, obviously now I'm going off the script. If you didn't get it, we need to sit down and go over the benefits again. Great. All right. If no, this is where you would go. Well, no, you don't remember, you haven't taken care of it. Great. Well, then I'm glad that I called. Here's what's gonna happen, John. We're gonna be in your area tomorrow and next day, and we want to see if we can set up a 15-minute briefing with you to go over the benefits that are available to you and your family. When would be a good time for us to come out there and visit you? Tomorrow or the next day? Well, John, I understand that you're not interested right now, and this is where you're going to start handling the rebuttals. You're going to work with at least 5 rebuttals, but the main thing right now is getting started with the script. So let's say that you sat the appointment. Now you're going to close it up. You're going to nail this down, and you're going to go, okay, John, well, I appreciate your time. Here's what's going to happen really quick, and then I'm going to let you go right now, John, okay? Great. Grab a piece of paper. Action. Make the customer take some action. Action. That will nail the appointment down. So the better work you do, the more chances you're going to be successful on that customer being seen. Have them take some action. Well, John, here's what's going to happen. Do you have a pen and piece of paper handy? Great. Here's what's going to happen. We're going to have the licensed field underwriter out there. We're going to take about 15 to 20 minutes to go over the program and design a program that will best meet your needs and fit your budget. Once that happens, they're going to take a simple request for coverage to see if we can get you approved. So I want you to write this down. My number is, if anything changes, please call us. If not, we'll see you tomorrow at 3:30 p.m. And just kind of keep in mind that our license agent has about 10 families to see out there. So if he's a little early or a little late, please excuse him, okay? Great. And the last thing, John, in the past couple of years, have you had any major surgeries or history of cancer, stroke, or heart attacks? No? Great. Are you taking any prescription medication? Yes? What are you taking? That's fine if you don't want to give it to us. Just make sure you have it ready for the agent, for the licensed agent when he gets out there. John, I appreciate your time. Thank you so much. Nail the appointment down. All right, great. We're going to look at another script. Again, very, very similar. As you can see, they all going to be doing the same thing. So there's really, you're going to have to come up with the one that you like best and take it from there. We're going to look at another one right here. And I'm just going to go really quick through this one. I'm going to go, hello, John. John, how are you? This is Mo with the Ensurity Group. And I was calling you in regards to the letter that you recently returned to us. Well, it's probably about a month or a couple of months ago about your mortgage protection with Bank of America for $100,000. Yes, remember that? Great. Yes, it was about your mortgage protection that would take care of your mortgage in the event of untimely death, disability, critical illness, or unemployment. Remember that. Great. Well, our licensed field underwriter will be in the area tomorrow and the next day. Always remember, we got 48 hours on the set of the appointment. We never set the appointment more than 48 hours out. 48 hours is going to be the number, because longer than that, the customer forgets the appointment. And if they tell you, hey, I'm going to set it for Friday or 5 days from now, you keep that appointment on your 1 to 31 folders and just follow up 48 hours before or 24 hours behind to confirm. And once you get it confirmed, you put it back to your administrator, you give it to your manager. Great. Again, you can see over here, once you nail the appointment, we go over, here's what's going to happen, John. Or licensed field underwriter, when they get there, you and him are going to invest about 15 to 20 minutes of your time to go over the program, and together you're going to design a policy that meets your needs, and hopefully it will fit your budget. Right after that, he will take a simple request for coverage to see if we can get you approved. Well, John, and just so that the field underwriter can be thoroughly prepared when he comes and see you, he's probably going to need to see your driver's license and any prescribed medication that you're taking right now for you and your spouse. Are you taking any prescription medications, or in the past couple of years have you had history of cancer, heart attack, or stroke? Great, great. Well, just have that ready, please, when the agent gets over there. And remember that they're going to have about 10 other families out there in the area, so if they're a little early or a little late, please excuse them. And one last thing, John, do you have a pen and a piece of paper? I'm going to give you some great information, okay? Just so that you have it handy. Okay, great. Here's the information. My name is, my phone number is. If anything changes, please give us a call. If not, we'll see you tomorrow at whatever time you set the appointment. All right. So this is the script. Again, the beginning of the this is the beginning of the call. The next video, we're gonna see how to handle objections, how to handle rebuttals.